All right, let's go across to that press briefing of Suzlon. I believe Tulsi Tanti is briefing the media on their latest asset sale. Go across and listen in.
Economy and about Asia and about India. So it's a very interesting discussions are going on in the Davos. And as you know, we are in the renewable energy sectors, and the tone in the Davos is quite clear. The world is looking for the more sustainable, affordable, renewable energy for all. I think that's the very clear message is coming from overall from everyone. So that is the best part for our industry sector. Now I would like to concentrate on today's our announcement. As you know, that we have acquired our company in 2007, and we have grown that organization. But today, as a strategic requirement and based on our future plan, keeping in mind, we have decided to exit and sell our German subsidiary. So I will just go through the briefing about the deal transaction. So we have exited selling by our subsidiary company in Germany. All cash consideration of 1 billion. It's translated into 7,200 crore rupees for 100% stake sale. Plus we have received, we will receive in the future 50 million with 360 crore rupees announced. And also we are receiving the license for the offshore technology. For that we don't require to pay anything, which is a part of this transaction. It's a very valuable technology of the 6.2 megawatt in the Senvion is there. Now the technology will be available to the Suzlon for the Indian market. At the same time, we have a best-in-class technology which recently we have introduced in Indian market, S111 2.1 technology. This product and technology owned by Suzlon. License will be available to Senvion for the US market only. So by this way, we are getting the value for each company, and if we can work out all these considerations all put together, the Suzlon is directly 1 billion and indirectly approximately 0.1 billion, means 1.1 billion is the total we are receiving by this transaction. The sales proceeds to be utilized towards the debt repayment, thereby reducing the interest cost and augment the business growth relation. To focus on our strong home market, India, US and other emerging markets. Other emerging market means China, the Brazil, South Africa, Turkey and the Mexico market. Because the current economic environment and the market shift is a very high focus on a renewable, where the country has a high need of energy, where the cost of energy is very high, and where the energy deficit is this. So these are all the markets Suzlon will continue, and that is the core competency and expertise of the group. We'll focus on those markets, which is a high growth market, and also those market is very profitable. If that not means that we will not do any other market, we will continue all over the market by this transaction. Suzlon is also free to do across the world, and Senvion is also free to do across the world. There is no any restrictions of the market. It should be available for the both the company. Our vision for Senvion is shared by the Centerbridge. Centerbridge is the large US fund. They have acquired this company. And together we are committed to work on a various similar value accretive collaborations in the future, and equally committed to realize Senvion's full business potential. What is our long-term strategy? In today's economic environment is shifting, and more the growth potentiality and need of energy is increasing. Mostly all the emerging economy markets. The developed economy has some saturation and their resources are sufficient for the energy, but the major need of the energy is particularly in all emerging economy markets. So by this sale of this organization, it's the right decision for us to exit and bring the cash. Two objective is very clear. A, to reduce our debt. The highest priority for us to focus on our growth market, where we can deploy this liquidity and we can move for the growth of the Suzlon. As you know, in 2009, the sales of the Suzlon was more than 3,000 megawatts. So we will go back very fast on that direction. By this development line, our long-term strategic plan, renewable business focus on a key geography, the home market India, US, and all emerging markets is there, and reducing debt and interest costs, strengthening our balance sheet. It's a really win-win situation for us. One way we are reducing our balance sheet, but we are focusing more on a growth market to bring the high profitable business in the company. We will help infuse the fresh capital to augment the business growth in above the three market. The Indian government is currently focusing a very high economic growth and also the very high renewable energy requirement to bring the energy security and sustainable, affordable energy for all. In that mission, we are working with the government, and the missions for the government is nearly 100,000 megawatts is required from renewable in the next 5 years from wind and solar, and approximately 50,000 megawatts is wind and 50,000 megawatts is the solar. It is a very ambitious plan is there, and as you know, we are very core competitive and expertise with all manufacturing capacities and the project execution capacity available in India. Without investing much capex, we can have the Indian market. The Suzlon leadership is already in the last 15 years, we are in leader in Indian market, and we want to regain our market share as fast as possible. And the next financial year, our target to gain the 40% market share. Our 2 decades, Suzlon has invested robust, cost and competitive reliable turbines, which has been a catalyst in powering the green revolutions. Recently, we have introduced S111 turbine. It is a 2 megawatt turbine, 111 rotor dia, and it's a 90 and 120 meter tower, which is giving a very good energy yield, and that will be the good product for the domestic market, and we will continue with it. Our leadership position, right technology mix, proven execution capability, and best-in-class service offering makes us the best position to take the high growth potential market of all India. The Suzlon Group leadership in the offshore wind turbine is a testament for the organizations and technology power. So, to do the offshore technology in India, we have taken the technology from the Senvion so that we can able to continue our growth in offshore technology in India also. We have a very strong R&D and technology center in the Germany, Netherlands and Denmark, India and China. It's more than 500 engineers are working on there, and we will continue to develop the next generation of the technology, which is more suitable for our market areas, particularly India, US, and all emerging economy market. The group has a wide range of the onshore products. The smallest turbine is 600, and now with this the offshore license, it's the largest turbine will remain. It's 6.15 megawatts. As you know, we have a 2,500 customers across the India, Asia, Europe, Africa, and North America. So these existing customers, we have a total installed base, which is the service revenue is coming. Approximately 15,000 megawatts is operating assets we have. It will continue with us, and that revenue will be very strong annuity income. And the same customer groups are expecting lots of more turbines. But unfortunately, liquidity constraint, everything, we are not able to satisfy them sufficiently. Now we have a liquidity, and banks is supporting very well after these transactions. More working capital facility of the non-fund nature, which can help us to serve all my 2,500 customers in all the geographies, and that way we can able to bring the Suzlon the new growth trajectory. The India opportunity is enormous, and we have a strong competitive edge in the market, which can help us to go to all the emerging market and surrounding countries of India. Will give the great competitive edge, and we will continue as usual our business. By these transactions, it's not affecting to us anything, but it's bringing lots of financial stability and also giving them opportunity to go to the higher growth of the market and more profitable market on the country. So thank you very much, and thanks a lot. If you have any questions, I will be very happy to answer now.
Good afternoon, sir. Priya here from Bloomberg TV. How do you see the deal affecting profitability, considering Senvion was quite a profitable venture for Suzlon?
Actually, both the business, whether Suzlon business or whether Senvion business, both are profitable businesses there. So it is not affecting on a profitability part on a front of that. Its biggest advantage is that by these transactions, our interest cost will reduce and our the debt will reduce. That will help us to focus on a more growth of this business.
Right, so concerned with many of the lenders that are large proceeds of Senvion, which is ring-fenced with German bankers. How much of this will go towards repaying debt and how much will be involved in operations?
Out of this 7,200 crores, we are paying towards the debt 6,000 rupees, and the 1,200 crore will be utilized for the operations for the working capital requirements. But same time, we have to understand our total debt in the company is 16,500 crore is there. Out of that, 6,000 will reduce by way. And as you know, the FCCB has an option to convert into equity after this transaction. It's a very high probability they will convert into equity. So that another 3,000 in the near future, it will reduce. So total 9,000 crore debt will reduce. So our net debt will remain in the books will be 7,500 crore. Out of 7,500 crore, 4,000 crore debt is a dollar debt is there, which is a very low interest cost debt. It's called covered bond. And it is a repayment is in a FY 2019 is a bullet payment. So from now onward, there is no any principal payment for the covered bond is required. So balance 3,500 crore is the nature of working capital debt. So it is going a very good capital structure by this way, and same time 1,200 go in operations, which will help us to accelerate our growth and to regain the domestic and global market share very fast.
So does the new buyer take on debt from Senvion's book? How does it work out?
So that is the buyer has to pay. Buyer has to pay us. It's $1 billion, and for that he has to bring his the funds. And maybe he required to fund some of the borrowing some of the money. That is, I cannot able to comment on that. That they have to arrange.
Alright, so just one question on now what's going ahead. After Senvion, you said that the focus will be on growing businesses across the world. But what seems to be the biggest opportunities that you look at tapping in, and what will be your focus areas going ahead?
So our focus area very clear. As you know, the Suzlon is very, very competitive product technology, and supply chain is in-house is there, and project execution capability. Number one priority to focus on Indian market, because Indian market is currently 2,000 megawatts, and the government is looking to take it to the 10,000 megawatts. So it's a five-fold growth is coming in the next 2 to 3 years. So we will concentrate on that, and we have a very good competitive edge to leverage that growth. Unfortunately, non-availability of the fund and liquidity constraints, we are not able to grab more business, but now we will go more aggressively in this market, number one. Number two, US market is a volume market, 10,000 megawatt size market. We will continue to focus and take, because we have a nearly 4,000 megawatt running our assets in the US market, so we will continue in US market. And the new focus area is all emerging economy markets, that is China, Brazil, South Africa, Latin American markets, and Mexico and Turkey. These are the very good high growth markets, and same time surrounding countries of the nearby India. We will focus on that. So that is it. And the second is within Indian market also we are looking wind and solar hybrid projects, so that we can accelerate technical benefits and cost benefits by hybrid solution, and which will be the good for the utility.
Hello, sir. This is Pallavi from Financial Express. Congratulations on the transaction, sir. I'm just following up on the question that was asked earlier. I know you said that Suzlon is also profitable, but the numbers suggest that FY14 consolidated revenue, Senvion contributed almost 60+%. So how do you intend to fill the gap in the coming fiscal?
So next financial year, Suzlon will be in the profit. We should not worry about that because A, interest is reducing, B, volume will go up, and because of that, we will be profitable. Second, our break-even level has come down up below approximately 1000 megawatt level. So it is a very good, the cost structure will come after the selling of this subsidiary. So it's a good win-win. We will be in the profit in next financial year.
Okay, sir. One more question. One of the options that was considered for Senvion was listing. So what prompted the switch from potential listing to a sale?
So we are working on both the options. A, the listing options, which we have done lots of good progress and other things. And second thing, simultaneously we are negotiating with the buyer. But we have to keep ourselves equipped because we never know whether deal will happen or not happen. So it was the plan to list the company. If this deal has not happened, we have gone to the listing by March. And by that way also we can bring the cash, reduce the debt and focus on a high growth market.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, Abhishek from Bloomberg TV. Can you give us a figure of how much interest cost will come down on a yearly basis?
Yeah, so currently we have a, whatever interest cost is there, straight away next financial year, 50% reduction in interest cost.
Okay. Yeah. In rupee terms, can you give a rupee figure?
Yeah, it's approximately the current, if you see our investor presentation, it's somewhere is 1,600 current financial year is there. So it will go down to 800 crore will be the reduction.
In FY16?
Yeah, next financial year, yes.
And sir, you use 50 billion rupees to pay off your lenders. Can you give the name?
No, we are paying the 6,000 crores, not 50 billion.
Yeah, 6,000 crores. That's what I meant. So can you give the names of the top lenders to which you will be repaying?
No, I have a consortium of the 19 bankers. Everybody will get based on his proportionate shares.
Okay. And one last question. The debt numbers when you were giving, I couldn't get the final figure that you were hinting at. You are expecting FCCB holders to convert, so that will reduce your classification by another 3,000 crores. So
let's note down properly.
Yes.
Total debt is 16,500 minus 6,000 we will pay to the bank, minus 3,000 FCCB bondholder conversion will happen as and when, maybe in next year will be happen. So it will reduce another 3,000. By that way, net debt will remain for the Suzlon is 7,500. Out of 7,500, 4,000 crore is a dollar debt, which is very low interest cost. And we don't require to pay any principal, only the bullet payment in FY 2019. So net effect of the 3,500 debt will remain, which is the nature of our working capital debt.
are you happy with the valuation that it's gotten?
So the current market, the valuation is in line with that. Whatever the peer groups, multiple and everything is there, because we have to understand this is the European asset. Based on some of the European companies in a public listed in trading is there. So based on that, we are getting whatever 1.1 billion euro. It's very reasonable valuations we are getting, and we are happy with that.
What is the number? Could you throw some numbers? Like what is the revenue numbers of Senvion, just to get to put things in perspective?
Yeah, you can see in the investor presentation it is there, because it's very difficult for, we are calling from Davos and on the call. I don't have a handy information. So you can see in the investor presentation. The second thing that we have to understand, there is some misunderstanding is there. There is a loss by selling this company. It's not true. When I acquired this company, at that time the euro versus rupee was 60 rupees was there, and today we are selling at 72. So there is a 20% appreciation in the currency value is there. And the same time when we purchased, it was 1.4 billion euros, and today we are selling the 1.1, so 25%. So net is very minor losses is there. There is no loss to the company much more.
One more question. They said in addition you are going to earn approximately 360 crores. Does this come with some riders as in under any eventuality? Where exactly is this 360 crores coming from?
Sorry, can you repeat? 360 what?
Yeah, you said that there is a future earn-out of an additional 50 million euros or 360.
Yeah.
So is there any condition based on that, or are there...
It is a normal, this acquisition transaction is there based on the certain performance of the company we will get in the future.
So can you give a timeline for that?
No, it's very difficult to define that way.
Okay, but this is a certain payout.
No, I cannot say certain. It is based on the the performance.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So a couple of questions. As a part of strategy, Suzlon was also looking to select non-core assets. I mean, this was done in order to shore up your financial position. Will that continue, or now that you have sold Senvion, you are in a comfortable position? And the second question is that a few months back, when listing was considered to be one of the options, Suzlon was looking to refinance its portion of its debt, rupee debt. Is that still on, or now you don't need to do it?
No, after the selling, there is no need of the listing. That option anyway is to go on. If we are owning this company, then we can live. Now we are
refinancing of debt, not listing.
Yeah. Which debt refinancing?
No, that was one of the options that was considered. So,
there is no need. You are, I think, you should understand in a proper spirit of the financial things. Our debt is 16,500 today. I don't require to pay today. As per the CDR, it is a back-ended payment in a long term. I am paying early. Number one. Number two, out of that, the 7,200, I am paying 6,000. So it's reducing substantial my rupee debt. And then 3,000 is a FCCB, which anyway it will be converted in equity in near future. So effectively 7,500 debt, and out of that 4,000 debt I have to pay the foreign currency bond, which is FY 2019, and delayed payment not required to pay from now to FY 2019, and it is a very low interest cost of dollar debt. And balance 3,500 is my working capital debt is there. So it is a very good capital structure is okay. Now in this situation, where I have to refinance?
And any sale of non-core assets? I mean, we sold
non-core assets, some of the production capacity which is not useful for us. We will continue to sell those production capacity which is not required. But at the same time, we have to put a new plant somewhere in the different areas. Like we are planning to put in Rajasthan to avoid the logistic costs, and also in Andhra and Madhya Pradesh, which earlier we have communicated. And some of the old plants we can exit, and again it will be reinvested in the new locations for the reduce the logistic costs and based on the new state growth.
So the company is also looking to explore possibly in the solar sector. Can you throw some light in that?
Yeah, we are working to do, because Indian market is also need solar. So we have a complementary strength. All the competency we have available to do the solar. And there is within the solar segment, currently there is not a single company that are providing a total solution and lifetime service management, which we are doing in a way. So we want to leverage this experience in Indian geography. So wind and solar hybrid project we will do, and we will give it to our existing customer, and they are willing to invest in solar. Yes.
All right, that's of course the chairman of the Suzlon Group outlining the details of that sale to Centerbridge Capital Partners. Just a quick recap, 16,500 crores, the kind of debt they're sitting at the moment, of which 6,000 crores will be reduced thanks to that sale that they've made today. Another 3,000 crores they're expecting to retire in the near future. Of the balance of 7,500 crores, almost 4,000 they're saying is by way of dollar debt, and that's low interest. So 3,500 crores is what they're going to be left with. They're saying not really going to take too much of an impact, but the 19 odd bankers that they have, that will be the priority in terms of settling really settling in terms of the debt that they do have at this point. Also, very interestingly, he's saying that they're not going to be paying for the technology license. Do remember that they will, as a part of this deal, continue to keep the technology license that they have for Senvion. This is in the offshore market. They're saying that China, Brazil, South Africa, Turkey, those are going to be the key markets for them, apart from the Indian, the domestic markets, of course. So those are the deals, the details of that deal that Suzlon has announced earlier this morning with Senvion. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with more on the other side. Do stay tuned.